Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Reports. Today we're diving into a treasure trove of information, Hayward Holdings' latest filing. We're going to uncover what's really going on with this company that specializes in pool equipment. Is everything swimming along nicely, or are there some hidden debts we need to be aware of? We will also explore what this report might mean for regular investors' client. Before we jump in, if you enjoy turning complicated corporate reports into easy to understand insights, be sure to subscribe and join our Discord community, linked in the description below for more in-depth discussions. First, this is a Form 8K report, also called a current report. Think of it as an as it happens update. Companies file these when something important happens that investors should know about quickly. In this case, it's about the results of their annual meeting. The report is dated May 23rd, 2020, 2025, so it's relatively recent. The main point of this filing is to share the results of the votes that happened at Hayward Holdings' annual meeting of stockholders on May 22nd, 2025. Basically, shareholders got to vote on some important decisions for the company, and now we're seeing the outcome. The first proposal was about electing directors. Directors are like the managers of the company, guiding its strategy and making big decisions. Stockholders got to vote on who they wanted to be on the board. The filing lists 3 director nominees: Ronald Keating, Lawrence Silber, and Edward Ward. Looking at the votes, Ronald Keating received about 183 million votes for and about 650,000 votes to withhold. Lawrence Silber got about 107 million votes to withhold. Edward Ward is like saying, I don't support this person. Broker non-votes just mean shares held by brokers who didn't vote on this matter. All 3 nominees were elected, meaning they'll serve as directors until the 2020 annual meeting, but the numbers show that Edward Ward had significantly more opposition than the other 2. That's something to keep an eye on. Next up, Proposal 2 was about approving the compensation or pay of the company's top executives. This is an advisory vote, meaning the company isn't required to act according to the results. It's more like a temperature check to see if shareholders are happy with how much the big bosses are getting paid. The vote shows about 169 million votes for the compensation plan, about 14 million votes against, and a small number of abstentions, which is like saying, I don't have an opinion. So the majority approved the executive pay, but there was a notable level of opposition, just like in the prior vote. Finally, Proposal 3 was about ratifying or officially approving the appointment of PricewaterhouseCoopers LT, also known as PwC, as the company's independent auditor for the year ending December 31, 2025. Auditors are like financial referees, making sure the company's books are accurate and fair. The vote was overwhelmingly in favor with about 2,001 million votes, for only about 2 million against, and a very small number of abstentions. This means shareholders are happy with PwC as the company's auditor. Now, let's put this into perspective. It's worth noting that the filing doesn't really give us a lot of financial details. This is more of an administrative update on what happened at the annual meeting, but we can still draw some conclusions. The election of directors went smoothly overall, but the sizable withhold votes against Edward Ward may signal that there are some concerns among shareholders about his role or the company's direction. Similarly, the advisory vote on executive compensation passed, but with a noticeable number of against votes. This shows that some shareholders aren't thrilled with the current pay packages for top executives. It could mean they think the pay is too high, or that it's not tied closely enough to company performance. Finally, the strong approval of the auditor suggests that shareholders have confidence in the company's financial oversight. Overall, Hayward Holdings seems to be on a steady course, but there are some undercurrents of shareholder concern that the company needs to address. So what do you think about these results? Are you surprised by the level of opposition to certain directors and the executive pay? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Also, don't forget to join our Discord community for even more discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.